Hey, what's going on, Andy? This is Dallin Broomfield over at Iron Chest SEO. This is the video that you requested at Pest World Boston. And I'm going to do this a little bit differently because I can see that you're a startup. You don't have a website yet. So I'm going to give you some tips and tricks here on how to rank your website, how to beat out your competition, and overall draw in more website traffic. With an area like this and you just starting out and you don't have a lot of capital to invest in SEO, SEO is a long game, so you could lose money for a while until you finally start ranking organically, and then that's where the rewards are. So looking at this, this is one of the keywords. So pest control, Charlotte, NC. You can see that it gets searched 1,200 times, but it has a keyword difficulty of 45. So that's extremely high. It's really hard to rank for that. It would take probably 2 years with consistent backlinking to be able to do that. And I'll go over some of that in a minute. So with 1,200 searches a month, Google says that there's around a 15% conversion rate being in the top 5 organically. And so 1,200 times 0.15, that's 180. So if you were in the top 5 ranked for this keyword organically, you'd be pulling in about 180 people to your website every month. So it is extremely good to do, but really hard to do. So what I'm going to suggest is going after some low hanging fruit, like trying to go after the area Concord. So going back over to one of these are one of my websites that I have in the Oklahoma City area. And so the three things that we're going to go over is content, citations, and backlinks. So with content, you want to have anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 words of content just on your homepage alone. There's a few reasons why. One is when the more content that you have on your website, the more that Google is going to see you as the expert in your field. And then two, it gives you a way to put in some of these high quality and relevant keywords like you're seeing right here. So instead of OKC pest control or Lawton pest control, you'd want to have pest control Charlotte NC. Or, like I said, I would go after Concord, and I'll show you why here in a minute. So you want to have pest control, Concord, and see in your content at least 6 times. That way the algorithm can identify that you're doing those services. So along with all this content, you see down here where I have a click to call button. There's a click to call button right here. So you're going to want to have several of those on there as well as a contact form somewhere up on the top of the page. That way it's easy and convenient for your customers to click to call or submit a form. So that would be my first tip, is to have good content in your website along with some key words. And so we're going to look over, well, as we said, we looked over the Charlotte keyword. This is why I would do Concord. So it's got a volume of 200 and it's got a KD, keyword difficulty, of 1. So 200 volume at the 15%, that's 30 people. And this keyword or KD is extremely low. It'd be easy to take as like the low hanging fruit. So coming back over here, this is another area that we have just north of Oklahoma City, kind of like Concord is just north of Charlotte. And so you can see how Pest Control Edmond OK, it's got a volume of 350. KD of 2, and it was a lot easier for us to take that keyword because of the KD was so small. And so we've actually got some traffic coming in for some of these keywords because the low KD. So that's why I would do that. So that's my tip number 1. Tip 2, okay, so I'm going to be the Google user. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to Google Pest Control Concord NC. And so the key to SEO, Andy, is to be on the first page of Google as many times as possible. That way you increase your conversion rate. So the first thing you're going to see up here is your local service ad, your Google guarantees. These are really good to get in, very effective. And the reason why is people trust these reviews. They trust this Google guarantee, and it's at the very top of the page. Very convenient for the users. The only downfall to these are they are a little expensive, but Google does back up their products, so I would advise you to seek in getting in there. The next one down is the pay-per-click ads. These have their own pros and cons. Pros, it's another way to get on the first page. Plus, you could see how big it is, how many extensions they have here, just more ways for the user to find you. The click to call button right here. So if you saw this ad on a mobile device, you would be able to click this number right here and go directly to, or that call would come directly to you. Again, just convenient and an easy way to convert. The downside is that they do only convert at like 5 to 10%. We've had some do 20%, but it is very rare. And then you could come into a situation where your competitors could be clicking on your ads. There's programs out there to run to block those, but it is an extra fee. So I just want to let everybody know, be aware of that, the pros and cons of running these ads. The next one down, this is your local map pack. This is the best place to be. You want to have, or it converts about 40% right here. So again, that 200 converting at 40 is 80 people. So 80 people is searching for Concord Pest Control is going to come in right here in this area every month. And so how you want to do this is you want to have good quality pictures in your Google listing that are saved as keywords. So of course, the algorithm can't see what the pictures are, but you want to make sure that you save them right, because they can see what's behind them. Thunder Pest Control OKC. See how I have that keyword saved as the pest as that picture right there. Next, you want to have a good, consistent review pattern. Your users or your clients reviewing you and you responding to them. That shows Google that you're interacting with your customers. Another good way to interact with your customers is be making Google posts once a week. And lastly is to have good citations. So citations simply are just web directories. It could be Yelp, LinkedIn, Home Advisor, Manta, yellowpages.com, peststrategies.com. There's thousands of different directories. The more you're in, the higher rank you're going to have in the map pack. And it's just anywhere where your business name, your business address, and your business phone number is listed. So that's my tip number 2. The next one is right here is getting into organic. Has all have to do off your backlinks. Backlinks are simply just other websites that mention yours. They're linking back to you, and that's what's giving you authority in Google's eyes. So my next part here is my tip 3 is to get more backlinks. Okay, so you can see how Carolina Pest, one of the top competitors in that area, they've got a lot of backlinks, man. They've been around for a while. You can see that their domain is older than January 2014 here. They've got do follow backlinks at 393. So these are the most important ones. So when you're ready to go after these people, we know that we got to get at least 393 backlinks in order to beat them out in the Carolina area. I'm actually going to narrow this down to exact URL so you can see how we're looking at their back page, Pest Control Concord, and so you can see how they're probably not going to have a whole lot of backlinks and referring domains here. Most of their stuff is run to their main domain, their main URL. I'm going to pause this video for a sec, let it load. Okay, see here, like I said, only 2 backlinks, 2 referring domains to this back page right here. But yeah, if I was you, I would create your home page and create it for Concord and start running your links to that. You'd have a better chance of ranking a home page other than a back page like this. But real quick, let's look at their keywords that they're pulling in on this back page. Concord NC Pest Control, 200 volume, Pest Control Concord NC, 200 volume. So again, they're sitting on the 4th position and the 2nd position. So they're bringing in 32 people a month on that keyword, 21 people a month on that keyword, 12 people a month on that keyword. So again, low KDs, low hanging fruit. This is my opinion on what you should do. Man, I really look forward to hearing from you again, getting some feedback on what you thought about this video. Talk soon.